Starwinder is a very strong card. I suspect that that's like the new, enduring curiosity for big stompy decks. They can't pay the 2, so they can't gain the life. And we win. How about that? All right, I did have a good time. Yes. Well, hello, friends. Welcome, one and all. I'm Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, and we are here. It is a Ranked Wednesday edition. It is a special Ranked Wednesday edition. Edge of Eternities is out on Magic the Gathering Arena, and we are jumping into Limited today. Yes, I have been practicing by playing lots of Rogue Trader on Xbox. Yeah, so I'm familiar with terms like the Void and Warp, and they will not be taken out of context at all in this particular setting because we're dealing with lots of spacecraft in Magic the Gathering now, and it really feels like I'm just taking one game and replacing it with the other. One's card-based and strategy and tactical, and the other is not card-based and strategy and tactical in space. So let's jump into it. Before we do, if you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow. It doesn't take but a moment, and it would mean so much to us here at the Zen community to grow until we are all one and reunited in Zendom. Yes, and there we are. Let's jump into our first activity of the day. We're gonna jump into midweek magic. No, it's not ranked, okay? But I try to do every midweek magic, and this one is a little bit different than the last few. They have, thankfully, Wizards and Hasbro have decided that we can take a break from all the extra randomness of midweek magic, and this week we have a jump in, which is allows us to select 2 different half decks from a variety of themes in Edge of Eternities. So it's a good way to explore the mechanics and the cards in isolation. Combine them, and you'll have a deck that's ready to go. Unlike regular jump-in, cards from this event will not be added to your collection. That's fine, it's free. And it gives us a chance to play and practice with the cards before we jump into a limited draft or sealeds. So, yeah, let's do it. This is a repeatable one, so midweek magic on Average Zen Presents. What do we want? I have not checked any of this. We're going into it blind. Void seems strong and easy to pull off. There's a lot of removal in this set. Green also could be a beater, but we're gonna go Void. And you know what? Void and Synthesized seems good. We want card advantage. We'll do it. All right, let's see what our deck looks like. So we went with the blue, mono blue, and then the blue black. We have a Hole Carver, Death Touch 1/1 for 1, not bad. Tragic Trajectory. Also, it's a artifact creature. There's a new artifact creature that says all your other non-token artifact creatures give poison counters. So a Death Touch artifact creature, if you get Finn out in that creature, you're looking at 4 poison counters from one creature in one swing at turn 1. And I think they curve out to Finn's on 2, and then the other thing's on 3. At any rate, we digress. Target creature gets -2/-2. Okay, if we trigger Void, that creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn if a non-land permanent left the battlefield on this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, such as sacrificing this nutrient block. It is indestructible, I think, to keep people from doing things like Gleeful Demolition on it. But, I don't know. You can still sacrifice it. And you get to draw a card when it's the graveyard too. How about that? So you can sacrifice it for 2, or if you have other ways to sacrifice things, like your 1 mana sorcery speed black spells, and maybe in Brawl, maybe that makes the cut. And, Cryogen Relic. Enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. That's notable for Blink decks. Sacrifice this artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. So we can trigger Void with these artifacts here. We can also trigger it by blocking with a Death Toucher or attacking with a Death Toucher and having it get blocked. Okay, so artifacts entering gives this thing attack without defender, 3/2 for 2. I'm just not sure about the 2 toughness on the defenders in the 2 slot. You really want your defenders to have a big booty, you know? Steel Swarm Operator, flying, taps for a mana for artifact spells, and also taps for 2 blue to activate abilities. That's interesting. We do have a 2 artifact ability there. And Lightless Evangel gets bigger when we sacrifice other creatures or artifacts. Collar Zealot, sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil 1. That's not bad for a 2 mana uncommon 3/2, so decent stats for black. And then a free sacrifice outlet to surveil. That is interesting. I think that can maybe find a home in Commander. Virus Beetle. Yeah, we know this one. If it enters, each opponent discards a card. You know, I think we have a good enough idea here of what's going to be in this deck. Our top end. Let's just play it. Then this lets us enter, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. And it also has Death Touch. Okay, well, let's play. It seems simple enough. It all depends on what we get in our hand. A lot of these seem like one-ofs, which makes me a little bit concerned that we can't really formulate a good game plan. I wish they were a little bit more consistent with the quantities in the cards. Alright. I like this. I am putting it in a Commander deck right now. I just built it this morning for this Friday. The Sisser 2nd Void Altar. Land Sacrifice Outlet. Seems good. And card draw. Something that Mono Black likes. A lot of black cards like that. Alright, so we have a 2 mana play. We have the 1 mana removal. Okay. This is not bad. I think we'll do that. We're on the draw. Alright, well, enter tapped. They play the Virus Beetle. We also have a Virus Beetle. Oh yeah, we'll pitch the Grave Blade heavy, and we'll follow up with our own Virus Beetle. Oh, we have another planet land. And this one gets us a blue for each artifact we control, but you have to pay 12 to activate it. You have to tap or something worth 12 power over a course of any number of turns to add to the station to give it counters, charge counters. Yeah. There are a few notably things that you can do to get extra charge counters. I'm very curious to play Magistrate's Scepter in Zamone, once again chasing that white whale. Now that we have more sources of charge counters in the, in these nesting grounds to move counters, or other ways to move counters around on your battlefield. It seems like a fun way to play. All right. We will not block because we want our guys to stick around, I think. All right, so let's go Swamp, Tragic Trajectory, Hole Carver, and we can station with the Hole Carver. I don't think it's necessary. I just don't know if we get there. We're gonna have to do it more than with a 1/1. We really want our 1/1 Death Toucher to block stuff. Not that they have anything with haste, more than likely. This is awkward. I didn't realize both of our blue sources come in tap, so if we don't draw a non-blue card next turn, then we don't have to do anything next turn other than maybe station. Whoops, I have made a horrible mistake. No blocks. Oh, they have killed our whole Carver. I guess we should have blocked. No, then they just would have killed the virus beetle, right? Alright, they're making tokens with a 3/2. They warped it. I see. So it'll go into exile and they can recast it for 4. Oh, that's interesting. No, you can it's warp. That's a cool trick. I hadn't thought about that. Holding full control up and then using the station ability is an instant. No, it says station only is a sorcery. Oh, but that guy, it doesn't go away right away. The warp, it stays on the battlefield. That's why they were able to do that. And I keep on thinking it's like it comes in and then it immediately goes away. But no, it sticks around during your main phase. So you can use it to station a warped creature during your main phase. Interesting. I don't think we win this one. I think they've got too much advantage, and we have drawn an unfortunate amount of lands. Still got 2 in hand. I'm convinced the shuffler treats non-basic lands that have abilities or other card types as cards, not lands, and so it doesn't really know what to do with that. Alright, we gain a life. I think we hold on to this and use it on the Night Luminary. I think what we want to do is we want to let them tap everything down to crew that guy, and then they're going to be able to sacrifice with it. For 2, yeah, that's what they're going to go for. So we'll let them station. And then when they go to sacrifice, we kill the Lightless Evangel. So at least they're not getting a 3/3. We can handle a 3/2 easier than a 3/3. But ultimately, we need to find some board presence of our own here that sticks. Alright, well, let's block their virus beetle with our virus beetle. We'll take 3. And now, I can't believe they sacrificed the 3/2. Draw cards, so they draw 3, and then their other guy dies. They're left with a 1/1. Let's go with our own card draw. That gets us another land. Okay. Well. I don't know why we would need to station any of this at this point, other than the card draw. We don't have any tokens to really get rid of it. We could do the Grave Pack Monoist, but why do we want to sacrifice a 2/1 flyer for a 2/2 robot artifact? We'd have to have some other incentive, I think. We have card draw a little bit. Oh man, this is very, very sticky. Alright, they found their own flyer. No blocks. Doesn't feel good. I think the white-black deck might have been what we should have gone with. This is kind of what I thought was going to going on, but we wound up with some kind of artifact synergies here. Alright, well. Okay, well, we cannot do this, I think. This is it. I think what we want to do is pay. We have 4, 5, 6. So we can warp this and draw a card. I think this is what we do. Well, let's put a stun counter on that. What? Target tapped creature, I see. Alright, we drew another land. Okay. Alright then. And now, attack in with a 4/1 that comes back. I don't know if this is the right move, but at least we're getting a little bit aggro here. We're going to put a little bit more pressure on. Alright, they take 4. We will station. And get 4 there. And I guess in the turn, I don't like that this telegraphs the creature dies, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. That's kind of eh. I wish we could do that at instant speed, huh? Man, our opponent now has a handful of cards. I'm a little worried. We just keep drawing lands. Okay, they have another sacrifice outlet. Okay. That's a 8+ for station on that. Man, they just milled 3 lands. Land clumping. Take your tinfoil hat, put it back on. We see more evidence all the time. Alright, they have stationed. I gotta tell you, these decks are a little slow. I'm gonna go with opponent loses 3 life. I don't know. I mean, if we can't draw something, we're just gonna lose anyway. We need removal. We need more board presence. We need more card draw. Okay, we hit our top end. X is the number of artifacts you control. When we can currently control 0 artifacts, that's not great. I guess we're going with the Peregrine Beckoner once more. And we'll give our guy another +2/+0. And attack on in. Alright, down to 7. And let us, I guess, station the 4-5. That'll get us up to 8. So one more 4-power station and we're there. Alright, at the beginning of your end step, if an online permanent left this battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. And then banishing light. Nope. Okay. That was unfortunate. Man, what a terrible, terrible series of events. Alright, I can tell this is going to be a midweek Magic where you could spend a few games beating your head against the wall in long, drawn-out games just to lose. The slower pace of the format is a nice change, though. I'll say that. Cazoose Magoo. Alright, see if we can find a better opening here. Okay, no. This is tap, this is tap. We can't guess anything for 1 blue. Yeah, okay. I guess we get a blue-black down. Don't make the mistake we made last game of messing up our land drops. Alright, let's go ahead and get that down. Play our 1/1 Hold Carver, Death Touch, and I guess we can station since they don't have any hasty guys probably coming down. Wow, that's the Defender 3/2. Okay. Alright, well, let's talk about... We don't have any more artifacts to play. Okay, let's go. Yeah, get rid of you. And then we got our ramp guy. If we do happen to draw more artifacts, we'll station with the Swarmer. And let's go ahead and get in for some damage. I think they probably went with the same thing we did here. Okay, well, I guess we get in for 2. All right then, we'll do that. Get a 2/2 menace and station with the 2/2 since we are ahead of the damage curve here. And we didn't hit our land drops, and now we're in trouble. Envoy or Ilvoy Infiltrator. Can't be blocked if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. When it deals damage, you get to draw 1/3. Okay. Mental modulation. Hey, we found a land. That is excellent. Okay, we want to play this guy. We will... Oh, man. Okay. I guess we go insatiable guy there. And 1 in the air and hold up our Death Toucher. And we'll station with the 2/4 because we're probably not blocking with it. And we will sacrifice the 1/1. I like it. All right, and our now we're doing things. We're doing like synergistic things. Our insatiable Skittermaw got a +1/+1 counter because we triggered Void. And now we have mana next turn. Okay, I think we go... Lightless Evangel? Requiem, uh-oh. Okay, well, it can't be blocked and I gotta draw a card. When this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Okay. We will block with the 1/1. Okay, Alright, let's go Gravekill on their card draw engine. And then we'll do temporal intervention. I see. I don't like any of this. I guess we get rid of the tractor beam so they don't steal our stuff. Let's just attack in for 5, I guess. Decline. Alright, down to 9. And they got a count. We got another counter on our guy. We will, in fact, put it on top. Alright, they are slowly killing themselves. And let's go ahead and attack in. Decline. Play the Lightless Evangel. I don't think this gets us anything, so I'm just going to stop stationing with it and protect our life total. Alright, they're getting in for some damage. Wow, okay. Alright, let's talk about... Well, first station with this guy. And then attack. Sacrifice that guy. Make a 3/3, and they have a 2/2. Menace coming in. I don't think it matters. And now, there we go. I think we have it. We have 3 damage in the air, so they have to come up with an answer here for our flyers. Unless they can deal 15 damage. I mean, that's a 7/7, but we go, I mean, I think we just block the 4/3, take 6, and then swing in for 3 and win. Starwinder is a very strong card. I suspect that that's like the new, Enduring Curiosity for big stompy decks. They can't pay the 2, so they can't gain the life. And we win. How about that? All right, I did have a good time. Yes. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more under our belts. 2 more for the cosmetic. Yep. All right, come on. All right, got our gems. So yeah, I think we're seeing this blue-black combination very slow on both sides. So we should have definitely gone with the black-white. Fro Sanchez, Dauntless Drafter. All right, we're on the play. We have both colors. We'll keep it. All right, 1/1 Death Toucher. Come on down. All right, let's see if we have the monolith circuit feeder. So let's see if we can't hold on to our stuff here. All right, let's get in for 1. We're up against another blue-black deck. It looks like. The nutrient block. All right, how about a 2/1 flyer? Not sure how I feel about the planet cards so far. The ones that we've, at least in this deck. All right. And we missed a land drop. That's unfortunate. Well, let's try to fix that. Hey, we did. We fixed it. We're helping. Yeah, I think we hold up the cryogenic relic for anything they put out there. Keep our damage coming. Oh, it's got to be a tapped creature. Okay, that's going to be difficult. Man, see, we haven't drawn that guy either. We haven't drawn the nutrient block. We haven't drawn the Alfarial Dreaming Alkalite at all in any of our games. Oh, they went with red, black, blue. Okay. Interesting. Artifact or land, draw a card. All right, it's our turn, I guess. Let's go with attack in. They block. Interesting. All right, that lets us Tragic Trajectory on Alfarial. Temporal Intervention on them. And we'll get rid of what? Oh man, this is tough. Okay. 3/3 Haster for 2. +1/+1. Okay. I guess we get rid of this. I think we picked the wrong deck. Don't do blue, black, black. It seems like a terribly slow choice. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2. This triggers only once each turn. Aww. Alright then, well, let's attack in with a 2/1, I guess. That gets them down to 16. We're at 21. They will close that gap quickly, though, with a 4/4 and making robot tokens. All right, yep, the 3/3 comes on down, and then make a 2/2 out of that. All right, well, we block with this guy. Take 4, and we'll see if they have removal for the swarm color. That would be unfortunate. All right, well, I cannot believe we only have one artifact in this deck. Why? Every time we draw this motto is Circuit Feeder. It is absolute trash. Oh, my God. All right, then. Well, let's sacrifice this since it's not doing anything and draw a card. See if we can draw in something. All right, creature card from your graveyard of the battlefield with the skeleton. Okay. This seems better. Alright, let's attack in for 4. And we'll sacrifice nothing. Alright. We've done what we can. It's all in Shuffler's hands now. Can we make a comeback from this? We don't even have anything in the graveyard to bring back, do we? Other than the whole carver? At least that would give us another artifact on the battlefield. Well, you got a 4-mana 3/3 haster. Surely you play that. Yes, that is the correct answer. Beat us down with the robots. All right, no blocks. We're down to 14. Station. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, these inclusions here are so weird because there's nothing really high cast that you would want to play with that, and we seem to be the only ones that aren't able to draw a ton of cards or make a huge board here. So yeah, this is not the combination. We picked probably the hardest deck combo to play. Oh, why do we do this to ourselves? And a land. Wonderful. Although it has no abilities. Okay, well, let's bring it back. And that'll give us what? We'll give this guy +1/+. Oh, and give, I don't know, you, doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't know how we won that one. I keep forgetting that the thing is an artifact that counts itself. So 1 on the battlefield means 2 when it resolves. Let's try again. What did we get? Magmatic Galleon. Can you give me a new card? Why are the prizes old cards? Alright. Thor Gaming. Like Electronic Thor? Hey, we got that thing that they just had. Alright, card draw on 2. I guess we'll keep it. Alright, gain our life. They gained a life. I'm not sure about this Felgrav ship. Into the void with you. No Mill 3, return a creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to your hand. I think this is like the only spacecraft that's in the whole deck. Timeline color. Oh yeah, that's that Drix Warlock. I like that. Haste 2/2. You can cast a card from the graveyard by using its warp ability. Alright, well, let's draw a card. We're getting somewhere. We're doing something. I think we go Insatiable Skittermaw next turn. Oh, they got the Honored Knight Captain making tokens. Okay. Oh, we finally drew this guy. Isn't that amazing? Alright, well, we got a 2/2 Menace. Interesting. So we can use this to get back whatever we discard. Okay. It has flash. Alright then. I guess we go Alpha Aerial. And draw a few cards, and we will discard this guy. Return a creature or spacecraft. Yeah. We also have a dubious delicacy. We need to get rid of what? Search your library for an equipment card, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle. Interesting. Okay, now they have a Lord-based effect for 2 stations. Why couldn't we get any cheap station stuff? It's not like we're playing Big Stompy Green. What is with this deck? Seems like every other combination would have been better. I mean, yeah, we've lost this. There's no way. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. There's no way. No, I'm not having fun now. I'm discovering that you set us up. We thought we would be getting something synergistic, but you only showed us one card out of each pack before we could choose. Alright, let's try it again. Jumpstart, more like jump scare. I'm scared by what I've uncovered in my packs. And Cube, the mighty. And we're on the draw. At least we have something. Alright, gain our life. Next turn we can do the Steel Swarm thingy. Okay. Seems good. That'll ramp us a little bit. Do what now? No blocks. I guess we're taking 3. Off to an aggro start. Okay. And we will station. And take him down to 20. And take a bunch of damage next turn. But maybe, just maybe, we can turn the corner after that. Alright, it's a 4/4 now. A Plasma Bolt, our defender. Ah, my goodness. Okay. Well. I think this is actually good with our defender. Am I crazy? All right, well. No, we lose this already. There's just no way. They've got a 4-4. And it's just going to keep getting bigger. Oh, my goodness. And they're on the play. And we just are not finding any removal. We only have one spell that could possibly, or two spells that could possibly take that thing out. And neither one of them are in hand. And one of the spells would require that we trigger Void. PR Rabbit, the Initiate. Alright, again with the tap blue lands. Yeah. We have definitely given ourselves a challenge here. And we're on the draw again. I mean, the first 2 or 3 games we were on the play. It didn't matter on one of those because we just got ran over. Alright, we have removal. That's good. Alright, let's get down the Lightless Evangel. Follow that up with the Umbral Collar Zealot. Oh, they have removal already, huh? Sammy? Okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting run over. No tax. And we have to, we can't even remove it. It's got a 4 toughness and all our stuff does -3. My goodness. Okay, we can get rid of that. Yeah, but of course they found another. Just look at this boards, man, that we're up against. We cannot handle this. We've only got like 3 pieces of removal. Alright. Let's main phase this, get rid of it. We're just gonna make more tokens. Get in for 5. I don't like it. Man, they've already gained so much life. Out. Are you seriously roping us for 5 damage? You're at 22. And you've got 4 creatures on board on turn 4. And you're about to have more. All right, they're swinging. We're down to 14. And they make more blockers. And more blockers. Wait, no, that's not a blocker this turn. Not yet. Alright. Let's go. Target opponent loses 3 life. We'll put a counter on that guy. And attack in with a couple of 3-2, a 3-2 and a 3-3. I mean, there's no way we win this race. They've got so many ways to make more stuff. Yep, let's do that. And surveil. The land can go in the graveyard. I see what you're trying to do to us, Shuffler. Next. No, we'll sacrifice another creature. No, that can go away. Alright, down to 9. Well, they have a banishing light, and that would end us. Or toast anyway. They've got blockers for days. They have blockers for days. Ridiculous. These decks are wildly imbalanced. Wildly imbalanced. Alright, Scary 86. The one thing you give blue and black decks is interaction, and we have almost none of it. Alright. Well, at least we're up against another blue-black deck. We'll see what other color they picked. Hopefully they made the same mistake we did. But they are on the play, so it probably will not matter. Well, let's go Virus Beetle. That answers their 2-1 and puts us up on cards. We got rid of the nutrient block. Interesting. We still have not drawn that card. It's in our deck. We still have not drawn it. All right then. Well, let's go. I think we gotta go with the insatiable guy here, Skittermaw. And get in for 1. Undo the and back down to 20. I mean, the amount of life gain that we face too in non-life gain decks has been a little unreal. Well, they found their own insatiable Skittermaw. Alright, no blocks. We take 2. We could really use some removal, deck. Oh? Okay, well, I gotta say, we're not really being given many options here. I guess we go with the swarm color and get a flyer in the air. Nothing is synergistic. Nothing is working together. Not unless we get a perfect draw, which is almost impossible because most of these are one-ofs. I want to talk to whoever built this deck. What's going on up there, man? Talk to me. What was the thinking? I need some insight. Alright, so we're on 4 mana next turn, assuming we don't have... assuming we don't draw an untapped land. Jesus, okay. And they find their removal. We're not finding ours. It's around here somewhere. Alright, down to 13. The guy gets bigger. Okay, we did find Gravekill. That is excellent. Get out of here. Well, that's all we can cast. Alright, I guess we deal our damage while we can. And hopefully we get rid of their last card next turn. Okay, never mind. What? Where's that card? We don't have that. I would love to have gotten a lifelinker at any point. When did... where's that in our deck? We have not drawn that at all. Okay. We have to get rid of the lifelinker. They could sack it. And that will trigger a void, but now our temporal intervention does nothing. They don't have any cards in hand, and it's sorcery speed, which means we can't even cast it on our opponent's turn. What is going on with this deck? Alright, well, at least we triggered the void on Insatiable Skittermaw. Get him down to 10. Play our 3/2 Mechan's Shieldmate. They get to draw a bunch of cards. Put counters on guys. This is terrible. Okay, well, at least they have cards now that we can actually use temporal intervention on. We're down to 7. We finally drew the nutrient block. My goodness. What a time to be alive. Alright. We have them lose 3 life. Temporal intervention. Get rid of, I guess, this. And what? If we attack with everybody, they kill us. We attack with a 4/4, and I think that's all we can do. All right. Okay. All right then. I don't know. These decks are so bad. So bad. Can I like turn this in and get another one? My goodness. All right, let's try it again. Fire Hicks. Yeah, I don't think it gives me the resign option. All right, we're on the play. I'm not crazy about this hand. One creature. I'm sorry, two creatures that are 1/1s. And a Requiem, Monolith, Encryptment. Yeah. It's like it's trying to build up to something, but it doesn't. It does not build up to anything. What is the point of this add blue for each artifact you control? There is nothing in here worth. There's like 1/6 drop. And it's double black. Why so many tapped lands? Maybe we'll get lucky and our opponent will just scoop or timeout. That's all I can hope for at this point, other than it's like going to the dentist for this deck. If you enjoyed this one and you picked it, please let me know why. I need to be a believer. Alright, gain a life. Let's get this guy down. Go ahead and get the Hole Carver down. And we will station. Alright, get the island. Let's go with... I think we go with the Requiem Monolith. Just because. No, we don't do that. It'll deal 1 damage to itself. I guess we're just getting our artifact count up. I don't want to use the Virus Beetle yet because they've almost certainly got like more throwaway cards in their hand. I want to get rid of play the cheap stuff and then try to get rid of the bombs. But this is another player that looks like they went into the same mistake we did. Alright. Let's get Cryogenic Relic, see what we're playing with. Another land. Alright, let's get in for one. They can block if they want to. Okay. It's got Death Touch. Yeah, they got that guy already. Oh, this is painful. This is so painful. What are we supposed to do with this? And I guess we will return that guy. And station. Alright, so we're on 6 mana next turn. That allows us to do the mono with Circuit Feeder and get rid of something big, at least 5 toughness, and give something +5, +0. Alright, we take 2. Alright, that's what we do. And we'll give that guy +5, +0, and we'll give this guy minus all that. Let's have this thing deal 1 damage to itself. And we will crew. And we will crew. And get in for some damage. We have a lifelinker flyer. Nice, we did it. We got the station. All right, they have got their own answer there. All right, let us sacrifice this. No. Better idea. We're going to have Virus Beetle deal 1 damage to itself. Tragic trajectory on the Swarm color. Play the Grave Blade Heavy. And attack in for 7 in the air. Okay, we might have found, finally, some way to get what we need out of this. We'll even do a station. As long as we're not blocking their 2/3 death touch with our 4/4 death touch. That seems silly. Alright, they have a guy that's going to give their guy +2/+0. Get in for some damage. Nice. Alright, let's talk about McKinley's Shield Mate. Hit that. Hit itself. Draw a card. And predictably draw a land. Alright, interesting. Let's station with that guy. And attack in for lethal? No, not quite. Next turn. Next turn. Oh, well, we have a thing. There you go. For 2 mana, can you keep us from dealing 3 damage to you in the air? I don't think so. Alright, let's just swing in for the win. Fire Hicks. Don't do this, Fire Hicks. Just let us swing. We're not casting anything. We're just attacking. We're respecting your time. Please respect our time. You tapped out. There's nothing you can do. You could sacrifice your guy. Here you go. Fire Hicks. Shame on you. Shame. Shame. Wow, why? I mean, they're terrible decks, Fire Hicks. We didn't have. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. It's not my fault either. I finally got a winning hand. I finally got something that we could do that was synergistic. Okay. Cool, bro. Take a note, Kupo. We found our first salty dog of the day. For absolutely zero cause. Be mad. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. I'll attack. Thank you. Yeah, they were there the whole time. They were just being salty. They didn't even walk away. They were there the whole time. Wow. All right. Well, let's see what we got for all of our trauma. Germinating worm, common skin. I'm sure that will see a lot of play. I hope. Tell me what you got. I want to know that someone out there is getting better cosmetics than we are on some of these. Please share in the comments. What did you get? Post a picture if you want on our Instagram, or tag us on X or Blue Sky at Average Zen. Yeah, that's going to do it for Midweek Magic. I hope you've enjoyed all the suffering and slog that we have seen. Again, don't pick black, blue, black. And that is a mistake. From what we saw, red-white is the way to go. At any rate, if you're watching this on YouTube, that's going to do it for us. So please, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.